Come hither, my sweet sinister child, and let's discuss Evil Dead Burn. Now, I feel like I shout a lot, so I'm working on that. Anyway, if you're on the fence about seeing this movie, don't be. If you're a fan of the franchise, go. If you want to traumatize 4 and 5 people in your life, rest assured, this movie will do the job. I want to rewind just a little bit, okay? There seem to be 2 distinct paths that Evil Dead fans kind of tread down, and the shortest version is people dig on the Bruce Campbell campy, funny, but also horrific side, which is a blast to watch. And then you have the other path, which is all of the new remakes, sequels, addendums, etc., that just go absolutely absurdly, unforgivably hard into the abyss and pull your mind through all manner of psychological and physical and visual torment. I dig on them both. But what I find unique about every single thing, look, I'm not going to go into a 3-hour deep dive about this movie, although that would be rad. The thing that I want to express the most is every movie has a way of drawing you to the point of desperation and isolation and immersion and really making you think about what that situation would be like. The first couple start out with cabin in the woods, so you definitely have isolation there. The newer remake in 2013 was showing the aspect of even if you wanted to get the hell out of there, which is the usual human smart person big brain response, you get to a point where you race down the main road and it's completely flooded out by a torrent of water. So again, circles back to isolation. Holy shit, what do we do now? Now, if you watch Evil Dead Rise, even though they're in the middle of a city, you don't know just how much shit can go down up in a high-rise apartment complex. And then that effectively makes isolation yet again, because other circumstances can preclude them from even escaping the apartment that they're in. Which brings me neatly along to Evil Dead Burn. This movie, for as psychotic and turbulent as it could be, there are also downbeats where it completely slows down. And majority of this one is set in the winter. And they show you the actual house as a character. If that doesn't make sense, look, if you look at the cover of Amityville Horror, there are 2 lights lit up, much like eyes that frame the silhouette of the house, and it is very unnerving. But in Evil Dead Burn, they do so many sweeping camera shots that tunnel around the living space to where you actually get a feel for where they're at, instead of just being like, oh, I guess they're on soundstage number 3 now. But I digress from the point. Look, Evil Dead Burn was absolutely freaking awesome, and who would want to ruin anything at this point, okay? That's why I'm not going far too deep into the details, but I just want to describe the general feel. All of the actors and actresses brought their A game, and holy shit, do they ramp up on the visceral horror. And each scene really shows the hard work and dedication that went into this. Oh, and from an editing standpoint, it absolutely rips. Instead of spending 27 different edits and camera angles to try to breathe tension into a moment, there's a point where you're with the main character as the camera serpentines in front of her and all manner of hell is happening all around her. And the scene isn't exactly short. But if I were to keep it short, I would give the strongest recommendation to go see this movie. 9.5 out of 10. Or if you're using another scale, I give it 4 fingers up. You'll know if you watch the movie. As a bonus thought, the only thing that I can't shake is the fact that it's very difficult, I imagine, to get Deadites to behave and respond and show up on time and be punctual. But somehow they made it happen. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Deadites are super unpredictable.